What's going on, guys? It's BX Beast Boy. We're about to check out this video with Candace Owens going in on Kim Kardashian. Apparently, she likes Balenciaga. Nasty out here in these streets. That was the brand that had the kids posing with BDSM. Nasty stuff. And in folders that said like fouls of children, stuff that's not safe. It's nasty, and I don't even want to get into it even further than that, because I'm sure Candace is about to explain it even better. Let's check out what she has to say about it. You know, she's about to scorch Kim Kardashian.
Let's move on. So many of you guys have been hitting me up regarding Kim Kardashian announcing that she is going to be the brand ambassador of Balenciaga. So just in case you did not follow the story back when it happened in 2022, I'll offer a brief refresher because it's extremely relevant, and there is a reason why the public is outraged by her decision. So back in 2022, Balenciaga launched a campaign, and it was, I don't even want to say disturbing because it's so beyond that. Essentially, they used children and they dressed them up in BDSM gear. They were holding BDSM teddy bears and leather.
Nasty. And mind you, I am a part of the BDSM community, and I feel like this is disgusting. This is not what I or anyone that I am aware of represents. This is someone who is just sick, trying to use BDSM as a way to shield them from them doing disgusting stuff. This is unacceptable, and this is not okay. It's BDSM is for adults, bro. Plain and simple.
For the studs, the images were incredibly disturbing. And of course, if you're a person and you follow the logic that when it's art, you just have to allow artists to do whatever they want, they could have maybe defended the weird BDSM bears. But then there came another image, and there were papers that were thrown all over the floor in the campaign. And the papers were actually United States Supreme Court documents regarding child pornography laws.
You see how disgusting, see how nasty people are? Man, that's word. Usually up there, never see it here. Let's put the evidence right in their face. They'll never question it. Never.
So what it felt like, which was an exploration into child pornography and BDSM, is what was virtually confirmed when they dropped these documents on the floor. It was in your face. Ha ha. We are now saying that we are celebrating this Supreme Court decision, which actually made child pornography easier, the creation of child pornography easier. Not going to unpack that case right here. But obviously, this was explosive. And at the time, Kim Kardashian, who was close friends with Balenciaga director Demna, was wearing all of their clothes, she was supporting their new collection, was asked to respond to this as one of the brand ambassadors. And rather than respond, she tried to say nothing and allow the Thanksgiving holiday to take place. I mean, it took her, if I remember correctly, about 5 days to even issue a statement condemning child pornography. It was an absolute outrage. And what
Candace is not holding back on censoring words in any way, shape, or form. So let me just put the disclaimer. This is for educational purposes only. It's not gonna get monetized. But yeah, fam, Kim Kardashian was wilding out, straight tripping with this.
What wound up happening thereafter was she gave a very soft statement saying that she was very shocked by the images and was, quote unquote, reevaluating her relationship with the brand. Didn't really say much thereafter, but then went onto a podcast, IRL podcast, and tried to defend her non-response to it. Take a listen.
Or like even with the Balenciaga thing, it was like everyone was like, why aren't you speaking out? Why aren't you speaking out?
I used to like Angie Martinez.
And I'm like, wait, I'm not in this campaign. I don't know what's happening. Let me take a minute to research this. Mm-hmm. And then as soon as I saw what everyone was seeing on the internet and the reality of the situation, I completely spoke out and gave my thoughts on child porn and completely denounced it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They're just mad that if you don't cancel someone in today's society, then it's just like, I know people talk about cancel culture and how crazy it is, but it's still happening. And so it's never been my place.
Yeah.
Now I know.
She's out of pocket to put that behind cancel culture. I don't think people having expectations for you to denounce a company who tricked children into being a part of something that was extremely sexual, having documents there and all of that. I don't think it's too much to ask for you to denounce that. I do think it's odd, right? Us as content creators or just people that are creators or entertainers or public figures, I don't want to say that you're responsible for certain things because of that, but because you are human and you would want to have accountability and responsibility and make sure that there's no mistakes, that you're not associated with certain things, that gets magnified times a million once you become a public figure, right? And have notoriety. So you, especially someone who's using your children all over TikTok in order to stay relevant because no one really cared about your face no more, right? And it's running dry. The Kardashians got fans, but damn it, we on the 30th season. Nigga, either start telling some jokes like Saturday Night Live or get your ass off the stage. Figure it out. Figure it out. Oh, you want to have your child dancing with Ice Spice and doing suggestive stuff on TikTok? That's going to keep you relevant with your nasty. Okay. So yeah, I never trusted her word worth anything. I'm not going to accuse her of anything, but she is 100% for the money. She's for the bag. If you thought otherwise, you would be out your mind. The Kardashians have ruined lives just so they could just get an extra few million. I'm talking about like really destroyed a whole man's life. He has a website. He's still homeless, running around in Hollywood with a sign that says the Kardashians ruined my life. No one cares. I would have told him to move on because, you can't just let that be your end all be all. But don't mean that she didn't ruin his life. Why? For some emojis? She ain't a good person. Why do people expect her to be a good person? Because she famous? Nah, these niggas is nasty, bro. Especially the Kardashians. They there for the coin. Damn, the mother was okay with her daughter putting out an adult film in order to become famous. As in, she literally met with the boyfriend, said, sign these contracts. We about to make y'all famous. And it worked. The boyfriend has come out publicly and put the contracts out. And no one cares. No one cares how this woman pimped her daughter. And how him is going to pimp her daughter, which is Ye's daughter as well. No one cares. It's crazy.
Oh,
of course she's nasty.
A lot of people who follow Kim Kardashian are not the brightest bulbs in our society. So maybe they took that at face value and went, yeah, no, I totally get what she's saying. It took her days to research the campaign, even though, again, these are her best friends in fashion. She could have just texted them and seen what happened. And honestly, the reason why she didn't condemn child pornography and pedophilia as a campaign.
Literally, the file was right there, bro. In the picture. What are you talking about? That's crazy. That's a crazy thing to say.
Artistic pitch
is right
because
there.
She doesn't condone cancel culture. Hey, so let me say something about cancel culture. I'm really comfortable with canceling pedophiles. I'm so comfortable with that. Anybody who wants to even take one step in that direction, cancel them. I'm comfortable. Actually, I would like to use a lot.
I don't think that's a cancellation, bro. Like, that's not a cancellation, right? That's justified. That's not a cancel. Cancel culture is for when someone's getting canceled off of, like, I don't know, opinions, things that's unnecessary, and then mobs of people go around making sure that they destroyed. That's different from they out here doing nasty, disgusting, not on some hearsay, but it's right there in your face. Everyone who was involved in that need to be fired immediately. I'm not hearing anything unless it's a new team. Like, what? There's no way. I'm not even in fashion. If I was in the room and they said something like, I'd be like, excuse me? Especially knowing me being into BDSM, this is the reason why people look at BDSM and think that we're all monsters. Because of stuff like that. that got nothing to do with us.
Stronger language of what I think should happen to pedophiles, but it probably wouldn't be allowed to stay on YouTube. But this is what it is. She's kind of slow walking this and making you think, you're the one that's crazy, because why should we just cancel people that support child pornography? That's the marketing trick that she's trying to play, to make you think that you're the crazy person, right? So recently, Kim Kardashian, obviously, she was never going to cancel Balenciaga. She was always going to be the ambassador for their campaign. She just wanted to wait a little bit. Well, she waited 1 year, credit to her. And now she is full out there bragging that she is their new ambassador and that she owns 129 Balenciaga purses. About $400,000 is what her handbag Balenciaga collection costs. And she,
of course, we didn't. Man, if you was smart and you was aware, like, you knew, right? And let me get at something that's going to make a few people mad, right? Capitalism is a double-edged sword. You can't take the good without taking the bad. Yeah, I can't tell nobody what to do with their business, but there are going to be people that are so greedy, they will sell their soul for a check. Right here, she's perfectly okay with it. Right? It doesn't matter to her as long as she's getting that green. It's double-edged sword. Right? The only thing I can say is I'm choosing not to affiliate with the Kardashians or Balenciaga. I want nothing to do with them. That's a personal choice. I'm not telling anyone else to choose that. But fam, whenever I see greed to this extent, I stay away from it. That's just nasty. It gives off demonic energy, right? It gives off extremely demonic energy. You don't care about your soul at all, then all right, you sold your soul. It's not for me. It's not for me. I'm Team Jesus, baby.
Laying on top of the bags in her closet.
90 bags.
And of course, people...
I would have threw them. What? Nah, I don't own anything Balenciaga, but I'm not walking around repping them. Yo, fam, there's a lot of adjustments that will have to be made, right? Like, I've seen something like this happen recently with a content creator who had certain people that he's affiliated with, and then certain things came out. Excommunicado, you need to come out and let it be clear. We standing on 10. I don't mess with that. It is what it is. Once it's clear and there's evidence and there's proof, and this is not just hearsay, get up out of there.
People are going, are you kidding me? Like, is this not one category where Kim could have some backbone, where she could have some morals? And to people that are asking me my take on this, why are you surprised? Listen, one of the things on my show that I want to always reserve the right for is to be able to call water wet, right? To use an expression, like, I always want to be able to call things what they actually are. And sometimes people say, that's really mean. It's not nice, Candace, when you refer to Kim Kardashian as a prostitute, when all of the evidence supports that exact claim. I call her a prostitute not to be mean, but because words have meaning and we should use them adequately. We should use them in their correct terms, right? A prostitute is somebody who sells their body for profit. Ray J, her ex-boyfriend, announced, I think it was last year, 2 years ago, that yes, him and Kim, his girlfriend at the time, and Kris Jenner sat down and plotted the sex tape.
This is why I rock with Candace. She's so on point, bro. She's so on point. I knew this. The fact that she's expressing this means that she's well researched. Yeah, fam. Why would anyone trust Kardashian? She definitely sold her. Yeah, her and Ray J.
Created pornography. They had sex on.
And mind you, he was villainized. Yo, Ray J still get done dirty to this point, to this day. And I feel like he was the one that was taken advantage of in that moment. Think about it. He was the celebrity. Ray J was the celebrity. Now, did he benefit after the fact? Yes. He didn't benefit as much as the Kardashians, I'd say that.
Camera, because it was their plan to make Kim Kardashian famous, okay?
A lot they had to deal with after.
Do you know how bottom rung you have to be to sell your own body, pretend that you're shocked when the tape releases, and to do a deal with a pornographer, all while saying that you are a victim simply because you want to be famous? Just to be clear, if Kim wasn't famous, she would just be rich. That was enough for her. She came from a very wealthy.
She wanted to be famous. Think about all the people she used to hang out with that you don't really see her around anymore. And she was like the a little doja for like, what was it, Paris Hilton's and Nicole Richie's and stuff. She always in the background with the, wasn't nobody. But you could tell she always wanted to be, though. She was always trying to be in the camera, always tried. It was already planned from the beginning.
Family, right? She grew up very well, but Kim said, I definitely want to be famous. And so
was it Paris Hilton? It was either Paris Hilton or Nicole Richie or both. One of those. I think it was both. She used to hang out with and always be like trying to be in the camera.
But she did a deal with the devil, okay? Kim Kardashian quite literally sold her soul for fame. Doesn't mean that she's not a nice girl, by the way. I don't think that I hate Kim Kardashian. I don't. I just want to be able to call a spade, a prostitute, and that's exactly what Kim Kardashian is. So if you're shocked that a prostitute suddenly does not have the moral compass inside of her to say, no, actually, I would like to draw a line when it comes to child pornography, it's because you haven't been paying attention. Kim Kardashian is a part of a broader infection that we are facing in our society. I would like to be an antidote. Consider me an antibody, right? You don't say to somebody who's trying to fight the infection, hey, be a little nicer, okay? It is because of Kim Kardashian that we have this culture of women that have no morals, right? Women who...
Can't argue with that. Kim Kardashian's Amber Rose. Like, there's a lot. Yeah.
Similarly, just for a chance to sit next to Demna and to be invited front stage, front row at a Balenciaga show, would do that. They would say, yes, I'm totally fine with child pornography. Where do I sign up? Well, we're facing that epidemic because we have people who are fearful to look at a woman like her and to call her what she is because she has money and because she has power. No. 2024. Let's have the courage to call prostitutes, prostitutes. Let's have the courage to call hoes, hoes. Let's have the courage to recognize that someone like Kim Kardashian would do and say absolutely anything to maintain the level of fame that she has achieved. That's the truth. That's my take. Don't be surprised.
Oh my gosh. So elegantly destroyed. Man, people talking about Cat Williams. When Candace is on it, she's on it, boy. When she's on it, she's rolling over you. When it comes to Kim, yes, the Kardashians, the whole family nasty to me as far as I'm concerned. One of the sisters had a little bit of hope. She had a little bit of hope because you could see that she was not with it at first. Certain things about like doing all this and being in camera, she was, and then they damn near, I think not even then, they attacked her because she didn't want to be on camera. Right? If I'm not mistaken. That was like earlier in the show. Crazy. One of the Kardashian fights. But yeah, man, as far as I'm concerned, the Kardashians are nasty. They ruin lives. That's just a normal thing over there. But tell me what you think down in the comment section. Shouts to Candace Owens. If you want to watch the full video uninterrupted by me, you can. The link should be in the description, man. I highly recommend going and checking out Candace Owens, though. I really enjoy her content. Hey, guys. Hope you enjoyed watching the video. Now, if you have some extra time, can you do me a favor? Check out my music. I rap, I sing, and I make beats. All of that should be linked in the description. Also, if you want to watch me live stream, you can check me out on BX Beast Boy Live. That's another YouTube channel. It should be linked to my homepage. And you can check me out on Twitch and Rumble. I'm streaming on all these platforms, man. Trying to just get out there. Also, if you want to support me, you can sign up for my memberships on my channel, as well as my Patreon for as low as $1. You get exclusive access to a bunch of videos early before you even get it on YouTube, as well as videos that's not ever going to be on YouTube. Stuff that actually got me suspended and banned. It's kind of my anti-cancel culture fund for BX Beast Boy. You know what I mean? And it also helps me get resources for certain video essays and things of that nature. Check that out if you're able to. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, and join my Discord if you are able to, man. The link should be somewhere within my description or somewhere on my channel. I would really love to see you there, man. That's where you get a chance to talk to me and the rest of my supporters, man. I appreciate you guys. Bang, gang, out.